What's going on, guys? I'm the Walrus Jedi, and in today's video, I will be talking about Star Wars Rebels Season 2. This show is canon, and if you like this video, then please consider giving it a like and subscribing for more Star Wars videos, and there will be spoilers for Rebels Season 2 in this video, so if you haven't watched the show and you care about spoilers, here is your spoiler warning. The episodes. Episode 1, The Siege of Lothal, Part 1. The Ghost crew return to Lothal to help Minister Tua escape the Empire, but Darth Vader stops this and the rebels are unable to leave Lothal. A good opening episode. Any Darth Vader is welcome. 7 out of 10. Number 2, The Siege of Lothal, Part 2. The Ghost crew managed to escape Lothal, but they are tracked back to the rebel fleet. Vader destroys most of Phoenix Squadron and the command ship, but the rebels get away. Vader reports to the Emperor and they dispatch more Inquisitors. Great stuff with Ahsoka feeling Vader and a bit of the Emperor. 8 out of 10. Number 3, The Lost Commanders. Ahsoka sends the Ghost crew to recruit Captain Rex for the rebellion. A nice episode with callbacks to the Clone Wars. 7.5 out of 10. Number 4, Relics of the Old Republic. Rex and the Ghost crew fend off an Imperial attack, and Rex joins the rebels. Another great episode. 7.5 out of 10. Number 5, Always Two There Are. Ezra, Sabine, Zeb, and Chopper go to an old medical facility from the Republic for medical supplies. 2 Inquisitors find them. They manage to escape with their lives and some supplies. A more filler episode with some highlights like the Inquisitors. 5.5 out of 10. Number 6, Brothers of the Broken Horn. Ezra goes to Vizago's distress call and finds his ship in Hondo Ohnaka's possession. They work together and end up with supplies. Decent episode. Best part is Hondo appearing. 6 out of 10. Number 7, Wings of the Master. Hera acquires a B-Wing to break an Imperial blockade to get supplies to the population. Cool episode. Nice to see the B-Wing in action. 7 out of 10. Number 8, Blood Sisters. Sabine and Ezra confront an old friend of Sabine's while on a mission. Okay episode. 5 out of 10. Number 9, Stealth Strike. Kanan and Rex go to rescue Ezra, having been captured by the Empire, and take out a new Imperial ship that can stop ships in hyperspace. A good episode. It has some nice, fun stuff. The ship is kind of cool. 7 out of 10. Number 10, The Future of the Force. Kanan and Ezra rescue Force-sensitive babies from the Inquisitors. More Force stuff, and Ahsoka in action is always great. 8 out of 10. Number 11, Legacy. The Ghost crew return to Lothal to try and find Ezra's parents. They find former Governor Ryder Azadi of Lothal, who says that his parents are dead. A decent episode to help develop Ezra. A 6.5 out of 10. Number 12, A Princess on Lothal. Princess Leia gives the rebels 3 ships by way of having them steal them. A fun episode with a character parents that we know. 7 out of 10. Number 13, The Protector of Concord Dawn. The Ghost crew gain permission for the fleet to travel through the Concord Dawn system. A cool episode with more Clone Wars flashbacks. And we find out Sabine is related to Pre Vizsla. 7 out of 10. Number 14, Legends of the Lasat. The Ghost crew help some Lasat find a new planet to live on. A great episode for Zeb, which we learn more about his past. 7 out of 10. Number 15, The Call. The Ghost crew are getting fuel for the fleet, and they run into Purgil, spacefaring creatures. An okay episode that has some important stuff for later with the Purgil. 5.5 out of 10. Number 16, Homecoming. The Ghost crew work with Cham Syndulla, Hera's dad, to steal a ship that can house the rebels' fighters. Good to have more Clone Wars callbacks as always. 6.5 out of 10. Number 17, The Honorable Ones. While investigating Geonosis, Zeb and Agent Callus are stranded on one of the moons of Geonosis. They work together to survive and gain each other's respect. They are rescued by their respective sides. It plants a seed in Callus, a seed of rebellion for future. 7 out of 10. Number 18, Shroud of Darkness. Kanan and Ezra, along with Ahsoka, seek Master Yoda's advice, so they go to the temple on Lothal. Kanan is knighted, Ahsoka has a vision of Anakin, and Ezra talks to Yoda. Yoda tells Ezra to go to Malachor to find the answers they want. The Inquisitors invade the temple, and the Jedi manage to leave in time. Great episode. Nice to see a Jedi being knighted, and a nice Yoda appearance, even though his actual appearance in Rebels is, well, it's interesting to say the least. 8.5 out of 10. Number 19, The Forgotten Droid. Chopper befriends a droid who helps the Rebels find a planet for their base. Filler episode, but kind of fun. 5 out of 10. Number 20, The Mystery of Chopper Base. The Rebels explore their base planet and find some resistance in the local fauna, but they manage to contain it. This is an okay episode. Best part is where you have the impending departure of Kanan and Ezra for Malachor and how it affects the Ghost crew and their dynamic. 6 out of 10. Number 21, Twilight of the Apprentice, Part 1. Kanan, Ezra, and Ahsoka arrive on Malachor. They find an Inquisitor who was hunting Maul. Ezra finds Maul there, and together they enter the Sith Temple. Maul tempts Ezra with the dark side throughout the whole episode. More Inquisitors arrive just before Maul and Ezra have gained the Sith holocron. They leave the temple, and that is where Part 1 ends. Great stuff. Maul back and being in his usual Maul self is great. You have cool lightsaber battles and more Clone Wars callbacks. 9.5 out of 10. Number 22, The Twilight of the Apprentice, Part 2. Maul and Ezra join in the large duel, making 7 combatants. The Inquisitors retreat. The Jedi and Maul elect to go to the top of the temple with the holocron. They are separated. Maul kills the 7th sister and the 5th brother, and causes the 8th brother's saber to fail as he escapes, dooming him to fall to his death. Maul blinds Kanan. Ezra reaches the top and activates the weapon with the holocron, and that's when Vader arrives. He duels Ahsoka after destroying Ezra's lightsaber. Kanan and Ezra manage to get the holocron together. Ahsoka holds Vader off so Master and Apprentice can leave. She finally knows definitively Vader is Anakin. Maul escapes in a TIE fighter to continue, doing his Maul thing. The Jedi return to the Rebel base, and Ezra opens the Sith holocron, and that's where the episode ends. Fantastic episode. Ahsoka and Vader duel. We hear Anakin's voice, tell Ahsoka, that basically it confirms that, Anakin is Darth Vader. Great stuff. Maul killing the Inquisitors is a nice touch. It shows, that Maul he means business, and the continuing temptation of Ezra for the dark side is pretty cool. Sets up some cool stuff in season 3. This 2-parter is probably the best Rebels has to offer, period. And this episode's score is a 10 out of 10. I'm going to say something that might be controversial to some, but I really think that Ahsoka should have died in this episode where she's fighting Darth Vader. I don't think she should have lived with this. I like Ahsoka. She's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, but I mean, you have to basically make up the whole world between the worlds thing to explain how she survived dueling Darth Vader. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a nice end to the character. It's tragic, but, sometimes you have tragic stories, but that doesn't mean that she's any less interesting or any of that. It's just what I would have probably done. But that is not what was done, and we will see where the Ahsoka show goes. Hopefully it's all good things. And now, what I liked. The continued bond of Kanan and Ezra as master and apprentice is really great. You have all the Clone Wars callbacks throughout this episode, like Rex and the Clones, Ahsoka, Hologram Anakin, Hondo Ohnaka, and there are tons of others, but there's some. The seeds of doubt that Kallus has now, hinting at a potential turn to rebellion. The return of Darth Maul is always awesome to watch. Vader and Ahsoka's duel is one of the best duels in all of Star Wars. Kanan being knighted is great. What I did not like, there isn't much, but more episodes means more filler. But this season, for the most part, is better than Season 1. Rating and conclusion. Overall, I like this season. It's better than its predecessor, and I would give the season as a whole a 7 out of 10. Not too bad a score given how many episodes have a low score. Well, what did you think of this season? Which is your favorite episode? What are your thoughts on Ahsoka's fate after the duel? You can tell me, your thoughts in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching.